Welcome to the Mike and DooWee Show. Mike and DooWee Show.
You can't be serious.
And now, here are your hosts, Mike and DooWee.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike. This here's DooWee.
Hey, how are you?
And DooWee, there's a new survey out, and I know that we want to get surveys out to folks.
Love them.
And in this survey, most women say this is their top turnoff. What do most women say? This really turns me off against men, obviously.
I think probably nose hairs.
or
I mean, that turns me off.
Maybe maybe ear hairs would come in a close second.
Yeah.
So
it's the only hair
nose hairs. Yeah, exposed nose hairs, the biggest turnoff from women. And the actual answer is no, it's not. Well, maybe it is. It could be related.
Maybe they didn't ask
Women
that.
say their biggest turnoff from men.
I need to know this.
Is poor hygiene.
Poor hygiene.
Yeah, like maybe take a shower once in a while or use some soap.
I mean, Saturday nights aren't enough?
Yeah, I guess not. Well, depends what you're doing, the rest of the week. But poor hygiene is the biggest turnoff of
women.
I guess
I would concur with that.
Okay, so, and I know I'm an old man, right? And I grew up in the big hair days of the late 70s and 80s.
I do like hair bands.
All right, so what is it? Okay, if you talk about turn off from women's turnoffs towards men.
Right.
Can I just tell you one that I have that I'm seeing more and more now?
Please?
I think it's a thing now. It's what is up with women's greasy hair all pulled back into a tight ponytail. Oh. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have. Now that you mention that.
Even movie stars are doing that. Maybe not in the movie, but... And again, I'm prejudiced because I grew up in the big hair days and not having hair. Maybe I'm just, there could be jealousy rearing its ugly head as well. But have you noticed? I mean, I noticed, I don't know, a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, a few women that I, knew that I saw looked like their hair was really greasy and just pulled back into this tight ponytail bun. Yeah. And no makeup, no makeup.
Which is fine.
And I'm like, ooh, we caught them at a bad time. Yeah. It's like, and I got, you look, it's like, no, they meant to go out this way. Like they meant to be seen.
Right. Wasn't that a thing though a while ago that you're not supposed to wash your hair and wash your
I missed that thing. Of course, you could see how I could miss that.
Unless there's an ivory soap shortage.
Wash rag over the hair. Yeah. But no, I'm seeing more and more women now, and it looks like it's a thing. Like, hey, let's not wash our hair and pull it back into a tight bun. Really pull our eyes back. And by the way, to make it really, match, let's not wear any makeup.
Yeah.
And I know people overdo it, and maybe I just like too much chrome. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not seeing the beauty in greasy pulled back hair and no makeup, but maybe I need to see the inner beauty wrong.
Well, like you said, I think you may have hit the nail on the head. Maybe it's just that you're jealous that you can't pull your hair back.
So, DooWee, they just came out with a new survey. It's one of those.
Oh, love surveys.
Would you rather survey?
Would you rather?
Right? They give you two things you can choose from.
Yeah,
would you rather
tough.
this A or this B? Would you rather?
Yeah,
all right.
Lay it on me, man.
So here it is. Okay. Would you rather look unhealthy and unattractive but be in perfect health, or would you like to look beautiful and healthy but be in extremely bad health?
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting dilemma.
What would you choose?
Well, that's a hard one because if I say I'm vain, he's so vain.
Of course, you're both. I understand. You're extremely attractive and you're healthy and you look healthy and
I would think the vanity would overcome, though. I think you'd say I think I would say that I would want to look good and maybe not be so healthy.
You want to look healthy and be attractive, but be unhealthy. You choose that over being healthy and unattractive.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Well, here's how they responded.
How did the survey do?
Most people, 57%, said they'd rather look beautiful and healthy but be really unhealthy, as opposed to if they had to choose between looking unhealthy and unattractive but being healthy. So most people would choose poor health over good health if it meant being attractive or not.
So I won the survey.
You won the survey. You're in the mainstream, DooWee.
Oh, I'm so vain. Well, here's some crime news, Mike.
Oh,
yeah, some crime news.
There's no shortage of that these days.
Well, this is out of Italy. This is foreign crime. Police in Italy arrested a 62-year-old woman who disguised herself as a frail old lady and stole jewelry by hiding it in her underwear.
Hiding jewelry in your underwear.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah. I kind of know why. I know why she hid it in her underwear.
Why is that?
Well, have you ever seen the size of old lady underwear? Oh, good grief. You can get a lot of jewelry in there.
Out of there. Yeah.
I was out at my mother-in-law's house one time, and I thought a parachuter got caught in the clothesline.
Mother-in-law's underwear on the clothesline.
Good grief.
Oh, yeah. You can't unsee that, DooWee.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, DooWee, here's some good news for married people who are getting a little chunkier.
Oh.
That happens once in a while. Of course, not to you.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah.
But they say happy couples are chunky couples.
Chunky couples.
Yeah,
I
because
believe that.
it says, like if you notice your spouse starting to put on a few pounds, they say it's because they know that you have a partner.
Happy.
Like you love me for who I am.
Right.
If I put on a few pounds.
Can't change.
Yeah, we can still, be together and be romantic and do all that stuff, and it doesn't seem to bother us. But they're saying, a German sociologist, so you got to trust that.
Yeah.
He says that
the EU.
If the study shows if your partner's already all of a sudden shows a sudden obsession of losing weight.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're looking to stray in the relationship, but you might want to just kind of check in on that a little bit.
Interesting. Little detective work there.
Yeah, it's like, hey, if the spouse is looking a little chunky, you're good. They start really dropping the pounds and getting serious about firming up.
Yeah. Could be a sign.
It could be a sign. Here's your sign. But maybe they just love you so much they want to look their best for you.
Right. That could be.
Or maybe they're putting themselves on the market. Who knows?
Here's some health food news, Mike.
Health food?
Health food news.
This is not up my alley, but go ahead.
Well, you like spicy food, don't you, though?
Oh, I like spicy food.
Yeah.
Are you saying spicy food is health food?
Spicy food is healthy. According to research, red chili peppers have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and blood sugar regulating properties.
And they make good music. The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
They do. Yeah, good one. Yeah. They even say that some of these spicy foods can help protect against cancer.
Really?
It's the capsaicin that's in the active ingredient in hot foods that gets them that way.
Yeah. But, so they did this study in Mexico, obviously, or something.
Yeah.
It's
I love spicy foods too.
Yeah. And you don't have cancer.
No.
Or high blood sugar.
No.
So, hey, it's time on the Mike and DooWee show to play Word of the Day.
Word of the Day.
And that's when I go to dictionary.com and get the word of the day. And then DooWee tries to guess what it is because he doesn't know what it is.
And I'm not a very smart man.
Yeah, but you take a good poke at it.
Every now and then, yeah.
So here's the word of the day.
Okay, I'm ready.
The word of the day
yes, sir.
is crapulous. 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 Crapulous.
Crapulous. That's an interesting word. I think that...
I specifically chose it for you, DooWee.
Crapulous. I think there's several meanings. Like most words in the English language have several meanings. I would think
but no, there's just one.
I would think...
You're attributing several meanings to this, but there's really only one. What's your meaning, DooWee?
Well, I think crapulous would be the way to describe what goes on in Washington, D.C. out of the mouths of our legislators. I think they fill us full of crapulous. They're crapulous talking.
They do a crapulous job.
And they do there's another meaning. Crapulous job. They fill us full of crapulous things.
I think we need to call
crapulous
Merriam-Webster and get them to change the meaning
not what it means.
of crapulous. That's not what it means.
It should mean.
It should mean
that's crapulous coming out of Washington, D.C. I tell you what.
But I like your meaning better than their meaning. Now, crapulous actually means to be given to or characterized by gross excess in drinking or eating.
Oh.
So like gluttonous.
Gluttony?
Yeah, like gluttonous, gluttony.
Binge drinking?
It could be binge drinking, crapulous.
You're crapulous.
That's if you're crapulous, you eat too much and drink too much. So which goes on in Washington, D.C. also.
I think so.
But I like your meaning better.
Yeah, you don't want to be that.
Yeah. So don't be crapulous.
Hey, Mike, have you ever scurryfunged?
Scurryfunged.
Scurryfunged.
I've cleaned the stuff around the drain in the shower. Is that scurryfunging?
That would count for scurryfunge. Apparently, it is a real word. That's wrong.
Yeah,
but
I've not. Well, I don't know that I've scurryfunged because I don't know what that is.
I kind of thought when I saw the word, I thought maybe it was something in a beard, because every now and then
that would be also scurryfunge
in a beard.
Scurryfunge right there. Yeah,
I'd save that for later. Yeah. It could be, and I thought maybe it's some kind of new music out of Seattle. Hey
there, are you into scurryfunge?
I love the scurryfunge, man.
Yeah.
But actually, it's an old word.
Oh yeah, so old it's new to us.
Right, old. Everything old comes new again. Yeah. Old word means to hastily tidy a house.
I have done that.
You have scurryfunged, haven't we all?
Yeah,
hey,
my mother-in-law's coming over. Yeah, scurryfunge.
Hurry up, everybody scurryfunge right now. You might get slapped.
Yeah, actually, that's like a fun sounding word. So it could it's not fun when like all of a sudden companies coming over, like somebody calls, say, hey, we're dropping by.
You ask your wife, hey, you want a scurryfunge?
No, my wife, no, we got to get the house clean. You're sick and ridiculous.
I never get to scurryfunge.
Yeah, there's company come over. Let's scurryfunge. Well, we better clean the house first.
Yeah.
So, DooWee, here's an interesting health statistic that's just out.
I'm interested
because we're interested in health.
You had me at interesting.
And here it is. We'll put it in the form of a quiz.
Okay.
41,000 people.
Right.
Go to the emergency room.
Okay.
Every year.
All right.
After being bitten by what?
41,000 people to the emergency room after being bitten by
41,000 a year go to the ER because they've been bitten by what?
A dog.
That would make sense, but it's not correct. It's by another human being.
No way. Really?
41,000 people a year, not like in total human history.
Right.
A year go to the ER after being bitten by another human being.
I thought that was something only Mike Tyson did.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch, Charlie! Ow! Charlie, that really hurts.
41,000. That's a lot of people.
I haven't got my concealed carry yet, but this statistic makes me. I'm thinking about it now. Like, stay away from the ears, man. I need them.
When you put a sign on your house, beware of the husband. He bites.
Yeah. Husband bites.
41,000.
41,000 people.
That's amazing. Human bites. Human bites are nasty too.
They kill you.
Yeah. Well, here's some Russian news.
Russian news. I can't do a Russian accent, so don't. I just know there's a guy named Igor that just got arrested. That's all I know about Russian news.
Well, this Russian couple barely escaped death.
Oh, yeah?
Narrowly missed death. Their neighbor had been relaxing in a bathtub upstairs from them.
Nice hot bath.
Yeah, the floor gave way. She plunged down through the floor into their apartment, narrowly missing them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Drop-in bath.
Yeah, I've always wondered, because bathtubs are heavy. I mean, water's like bathtub, 8 pounds a gallon full of water.
Yeah, you put a lot of water in there.
Then a big Russian shot putter in the tub.
Olga gets in the bathtub, ka-chunk.
I always wonder, I was in a rental one time and the toilet, had leaked.
Yeah.
And it had rotted and it didn't fall through the floor, but it was ready to.
But you were wondering.
Yeah.
Sit down lightly.
End up in the crawl space.
Yeah.
But
do not go in there. Woo!
That might be preferable than to your neighbor's living room.
Right. Well, they say crap goes downhill. I mean,
what's worse, a bathtub with the Russian shot putter, or a guy sitting on the toilet
after all you can eat taco night or something?
Yeah. Either way, it's like that'll. Honey, put the movie on pause. We just had the neighbor drop by for a minute.
Dropped in. And we got a scurryfunge.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, a new AAA study came out.
It's Automobile Association, American Auto. Yeah, AAA.
Yeah, it's AAA.
People come fix your tire for you.
Foundation for Traffic Safety.
Oh, yeah. Important.
They've revealed that 41% of drivers have fallen asleep at the wheel.
41%.
41%.
And most of them are still here with us.
Thank the good Lord.
Yeah, that angels came in and helped them. Yeah.
Yeah, they say it contributes. Drunk driving and impaired driving gets the press for causing wrecks. But they say 17% of crashes and 2% of vehicular fatalities are actually caused due to sleeping at the wheel.
Sleeping at the wheel. Did you ever fall asleep at the wheel?
I have been tired, never fallen asleep. I fell asleep baling hay one time on the tractor. We had an old Ford tractor, no cab, and we were baling hay.
Yeah.
It was probably 100 degrees out, and of course the baler, and I woke up at the other side, cut across the field, woke up across the field. So, but
and it didn't help that you were on a big toot the night before. That didn't help. Your dad was just punishing you. Yeah, I'll fix that.
Yeah, I'll show him.
Yeah. No, I don't know that I think I've fallen asleep maybe just for maybe a second or two.
Oh, the head nod?
But yeah, and but there's been times I've been driving, especially on a very familiar piece of road, coming home from work or whatever, and you're tired, especially in the summertime and the sun's in your eyes and you're tired, you worked all day and whatever's, and all of a sudden it's like, how did I get to here? I don't remember driving that last 3 or 4 miles. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, I don't remember going. Did I go by Bob's house? I don't remember that.
Was I picking up by an extraterrestrial and my my mind was erased and now I'm back here on the road? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think people that have fallen asleep at the wheel, I think that's because they're driving too nice of cars.
Oh, is that? Yeah. They need something kind of rough. Keep them.
Yeah. Because you're always kind of wondering when that wheel's going to fall off. That keeps you awake.
Yeah.
You got
a little shimmy shake.
When you're going to run out of gas because your gas gauge doesn't work, you're like, I think I'm going to make it. That has a tendency to keep you awake. So you're just obviously driving too nice of cars. Yeah.
So what tricks do you use to stay awake while you're driving? Do you have any?
Oh, yeah.
A hack, they would call it. A hack.
I'll turn the radio up, roll the window down.
Yeah. Bite your lip.
Yeah. I've never done that.
Yeah. A friend, I did that, just try to wake myself. I tried to hurt myself to wake up. But a friend of mine said,
I'm kicking my own.
Chew a big bag of sunflower seeds. I mean, in the shell. Yeah. You can't cheat. Right. And I thought, how could that work? And she said, no, it works. Really? And so I was driving back, had to drive 3 or 4 hours home at night in the dark after a couple long day conference. And I'm like, this can be hard to stay awake. And I was already tired. So I took her advice, went in and got a big bag of sunflower seeds.
Nice. Yep.
Popped the whole mouthful in and just start working on them. And it works. I'm telling you, it works to keep you awake. Now, by the time you get home, your tongue is so raw. You can't sleep when you get home, but at least you got home safely without falling asleep.
God bless the sunflower seeds. Yeah. Mike, do you ever hear people mispronounce words like when they're saying the words wrong?
When I listen to myself talk, yes. Yes, I do hear that.
I worked in construction, and some of the guys that I worked with would say excavator.
Excavator.
Like with an S, excavator.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's an excavator.
Right. Just ax them.
Yeah, ax them a question.
That's what it just be. I got to ax you a question.
Yeah. Or another one of them is scaffolding.
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 Oh yes,
that's what it's called. In there.
Yeah,
scaffolding.
Construction workers. Yeah, got to call it what it is.
They say, bring the scaffolding over here. I just would irritate.
Well, that or people that make up words, like put 2 words together that really isn't a word, but it makes sense. Like I was talking to my friend, and he said something was very fruit-filling.
Fruit-filling.
Like fruitful and fulfilling. Because we like things to be fruitful, right, in our life, and we like things to be fulfilling.
Right.
And he said fruit-filling. And I'm like, good word. Let's use that. Let's try to use that 9 times this week.
I have a friend that she calls them Farkerisms. She puts words together.
Farkerisms.
Yeah. Like hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
She calls it Hanitizer.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
So you kind of make up a word for it. My mom, God bless her. The woman can bake. She's the best. She's the best mom and grandma ever. But she cannot say Massachusetts.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I can say it and tell you. You put me on the spot. Massachusetts. I got to really think about it. When got to pronunciate it.
When we were little kids, we used to. It was always fun to hear your parents use a curse word every now and again. Well, except when they were yelling at you, right?
Right, exactly. But, so you had to push a few buttons on mom to see if she could find the launch code for mom.
Yeah. We'd say, hey, mom, say Massachusetts. She couldn't do it.
She couldn't say
it's
it.
the only time I've ever heard my mom swear.
And then she'd get mad at you, don't make me say it.
Don't make me say it.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
would say,
not
come
gonna
on,
say it.
Mom, you got to say Massachusetts.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for the Mike and Dewey Show for this week. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down there below you there, and we'll let you know next time we have a new Mike and Dewey Show coming out.
Yep.
And even if you don't like it, hit the like button because we'd like you to like us.
Yeah, and it's not hard to do.
Yeah. See you on the next Mike and Dewey Show.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.